Hello everybody, am I audible? I am Dr. Prakash. I began my life journey like all of you, graduating out from an engineering college in Belagavi, KL Engineering College as an electronics engineer, and went to Bangalore to explore my career in the field of electronics. The career started in the usual way, but what has eventually transpired is an entirely different lifestyle. And the story that I'm going to be narrating today is this transformation journey that I have experienced. And I call it as my transformation, the martial way. When I use this word martial way, I use it with a lot of responsibility because I believe that everything that I am today is because of my art that I'm practicing. That's the art of combat, that's the art of unarmed combat in the field of martial art. After I went to Bangalore and experienced a little bit of work culture in different startups, I realized that a 9-to-5 job is not for me. And I had to start my own small startup in the field of instrumentation. It all began like an electronic engineer trying to do some instruments and trying to solve a problem in the industry at that time. This was back in 2004. And we met a person called Dr. Prakash, and he came with a vision to start microwave solutions in India. And with his guidance, we started this company in the field of industrial microwave processing. That is me with the first ever product that we built to control a microwave system inside a laboratory. That was great. We started the company. But very soon what happened was that I got busy with my enterprise. And this is, I think, a common experience that anybody would sync with or reciprocate, is a very, very busy lifestyle. 16 hours of work, no time for play, no time for home, no time for taking care of my own health and fitness. I don't think this problem is unique to entrepreneurs. It is a common issue for even corporates. I believe this problem is somehow enrooted, or it finds its roots in our childhood, where our parents and our teachers applaud us when we come back from school and go straight into our room, keep studying. If we come out and play, we're told go and study. We come out and want to enjoy with family, we're told go and study. We come out and try to watch TV or just enjoy time, we're told you should be studying hard. And when we study hard till midnight and get up in the morning at 3 a.m. and still study, we are applauded. I think that psyche is brought even into our work culture, and we are very proud taking our work home or staying back at work till midnight, and with the excuse of we want to be very successful, we keep burning ourselves at our work environment. Same happened with me, and that's me. I'm not sleeping. I was meditating, thinking what has happened to me, and I was about 72 kilograms. Most of the weight being centered at my center, as you can see. Then I just remembered my life at college where I was a karate sportsman. I used to practice karate for about 5 years. I did karate in my college days. I thought maybe that's the answer and I should go back to my art. But I was never excited about karate. And I was always a fan of Bruce Lee from my childhood or my college days. Watching him in the movie Enter the Dragon and many other movies. I wanted to learn his art, and I started searching who's teaching Bruce Lee's art, and eventually found a teacher in Bombay, and I was staying in Bangalore at that time. And I went to explore Jeet Kune Do, the art of Bruce Lee, the philosophy of Bruce Lee, what made him Bruce Lee. Met my teacher the first time, started training. I used to visit Bombay once in 2 months from Bangalore. And I used to spend about 2 days, 3 days, get trained there. However, after about a year or so, I was still not sure if this is something that's going to solve all my problems. I always had a feeling that whether it's just a hobby that would help me just maintain certain aspect of some interest of my art, or whether it's something that can help me just maintain my health or fitness. There was a lot of challenge of distance. I had to travel from Bangalore to Bombay. Fortunately, we were just migrating to Belagavi with all my business. That definitely eased out the travel a bit, but still I was 500 kilometers away from the place where I felt there is a great art. With all this dilemma, I still felt that I should hang on. I should continue this art. I should explore more about it. And I just continued. And that brought me to become the black belt. After about 2 years, I got my black belt. And this examination of giving a black belt itself was the trigger of a metamorphosis in itself. I realized certain aspects that if one desires, there is nothing that is impossible. As we always hear, that even the word impossible says, I am possible. But I saw it live during my examination, when I was crushed to my highest limit, and then even after that my teacher told me, no, stand up and fight. Don't sit quiet, don't close your face. The second aspect I realized was that no matter what kind of situation you might collapse into, you might still have that extra bit of energy to stand up and go one more round. And that's what I kept hearing when I was collapsed after about a few rounds in the sparring examination, and I was told, no, you still can do more, get up and fight. Another thing that I realized at that occasion was that it's not about, falling every time, but it's about getting up every time you fall and telling yourself that no, you can give a little bit more. This incident and some few months later that, I also learned that life isn't all about just making money and getting success in the material world, but it has got much deeper dimensions to it. Many more assets to give importance to. There is health, fitness, there is family, there is independence that I enjoy, there is my own self-time that I need to respect, and there is my own peace of mind. When I go back to sleep, I cannot carry all the baggage of the day. To be able to do all this, one needs to invest in it. Like if I want a successful business, I need to invest my money and resources to make that business successful. Exactly in the same way, one needs to invest a lot on making one's own mind saner, more peaceful, more capable, and also unique in terms of holistic success. 4 years down in the training, something very impressive event happened, and I got a lifetime opportunity to represent India in the World Championship of Full Contact Mixed Martial Art Fighting in 2017. I had a doubt whether I am capable to go and represent the country. I was 37, and professional fighters are expected to be in the range of 18 to 24 years of age, giving their full time to martial art. In such a scenario, there was fear, there was dilemma, there was question, there was a lot of ambiguity of whether I would be able to do it, but it's the training that my teacher had provided which did not allow me any kind of hesitation to say, yes, I will go and do it. And I started training very hard under my teacher. Few weeks in rigorous training, and during one of the training sessions, I got my ribs fractured. Just few weeks to the competition, and my right rib was gone. All the dreams, all the excitement, all the imagination that I going and fighting in Russia were crushed. I just told myself, that's finished. But right then my teacher told, Prakash, you are injured and you can choose to opt out. Nothing will be held against you. But if you decide to go there, you will remember this for your life. Because the greatest opponent or greatest enemy that we always face is not anybody that is outside, it's always just inside. I went and fought there. The fight was, as my teacher told, memorable all my life, and that reiterated the sentence that the glory belongs to those who dare to go out there and face the fears head on. The fight went on for about 2 minutes 20 seconds with different situations during the fight, and that 2.5 minutes made me realize a lot of things. Surprisingly or shockingly, I got one more fracture during the fight, this time on the left side. The doctors were inspecting my ribs and the fight was stopped because of the injury. But I was full of sense of victory. And this victory was not against the opponent that I was fighting, it was against the fears that I had, the hesitation that I had, or the dilemmas that were there in my mind. And that made me believe that I can achieve anything. Back home, I had a similar situation at my business. We were close to bankruptcy, we were completely shattered, our company was in bad shape, and we were facing the same situation as my fractured right rib. The company was almost knocked down, and the question was whether you will give up or will you stand up and give one more round of fighting. And obviously, the choice was get up and fight one more round. There is no choice. We did something similar, what I experienced in my ring. We sort of leveraged on our strength, like Sun Tzu, the great general of Chinese warrior, he said, know yourself, know your opponent, and know the environment, and you will never be in peril. We understood ourselves, our strengths, we tried to understand what our weaknesses are, we tried to understand what the market is asking for. We rejigged, a whole team worked, we thrived, and in the last 2.5, 3 years, the result is we are a company with increased revenues, we are a company with increased margins, we are a company with 7 prestigious national awards, we filed 5 patents, we've had a lot of strategic partnerships, and then we see a lot of attention that we have gained over the years from all over the world. Russian Department of Atomic Energy visited us, and they gave us contracts. People from US visited us, they signed MOUs with us. And with awards like Most Tech-Savvy Company of the Year, and also the Top SME Innovator of the Year, we're gearing towards another great round of fighting in the future. That's me taking up the journey of teaching this art to the people who are interested. The way this art changed my life, I believe it can do to any other who comes with that surrenderance to the art. And I started teaching this art before 3 years. I conduct trainings 3 times a week. After 6 o'clock, if you don't find me in my office, you can always find me in my training center with my students. And the journey of teaching has become another round of journey of learning deeper aspects of the art. With that, I also had another important responsibility of nurturing my own companion to participate in every endeavor that I was delivering. That is my wife. She became my first student and she trained with me. She began her training and then she again came with me to Bombay, got trained through my teachers, and she also became a black belt in this martial art. Today, she is a companion, a partner, not just in my life as my wife, but also my business partner, my sparring partner, who practices art with me. And both of us teach at my center. We conduct a lot of self-defense workshops for women, girls, in colleges, at corporates. And life is a lot more fun. As I had realized, some of the conditionings that I had got in my childhood have actually created certain failures in life. I realized I have a responsibility to shape another individual, that is my daughter. To understand that education is not just limited to school. And with that, there are a lot of initiatives that me and my wife have taken to train my daughter to enjoy and respect every aspect of life and not just be bogged down by school. With my daughter, it is completely alright if she bunks her school, but it's not alright if she forgets to hug her father. It's completely alright if she cannot finish her homework, but it is not alright if she doesn't play with her parents. So I think with these aspects, You can see her fighting with her mother on the mat, training with me, and practicing boxing with me. She loves this, and perhaps she thinks that this is how everybody lives their life. Because for her, it's from childhood she's been seeing her father and mother training every day. I think she doesn't know that this is perhaps just a choice, but this is part of everybody's life. With that, I really have a wonderful family to cherish. My father, my mother, my wife and my daughter. We have the best time in the world, and without compromising on any material success. That's me after the meditation of 2012. That's what I am today, with awards at my work, with respect of representing the country in the Mixed Martial Art World Championship, as a coach, as a mentor to a lot of entrepreneurs, as a trainer to many interested in the art, and as a happy family man. Who brought all this transformation? In our traditional culture, we always hear about teachers. I also was fortunate to have a teacher, perhaps one of the most fortunate ones to have a great teacher in life, who came with a magical hand, a magical touch, and my life was transformed from a 9 to 12 or 6 to 12 busy individual to a holistically successful people. And that's my teacher, Grandmaster Deepak Rao, who stays in Bombay and teaches art to the interested people. He was the one who told me that you can learn everything about life in that 3x3 ring that you fight with. The opponent that you're fighting with is not really a person, it's actually the adversity in your life that you're fighting with. So for me, everything that I learn in ring, I apply to my life. I have the opportunity to try out everything that I want to try in life. I just go and try it out in the ring. You know, if I have to take an aggressive step in business, I first take an aggressive step in my fighting and see what happens. Will I get knocked back? Will I get a hit? Will I be able to defend it? Will I be able to go around the problem? Will I be able to make the person submit in the same way that I'll be able to make the problem submit to me? So there is a very close parallel to life and the combat art. And everything that I am as an entrepreneur, as a happy human being, and as a teacher or as a trainer, everything I learn, and it comes from that ring and that combat art. And to give respect to any teacher, we always just do a simple symbol. And with all my heart, with all the people there, I would like to give respect to my teacher, in this fashion, for bringing this transformation in my life. With all this, I just feel that the best is yet to come, and thank you all for this opportunity.